Hey, hello everybody. So I wanted to continue the Reggae on the River videos because Reggae on the River is coming up real soon and I'm hoping everybody's going to be out there. So, where will we start? Let's start with life, because life is short and, you have these things, these opportunities in your life to go out and do things and make memories. And I think 2005, I would have been like 28, 29 years old. It was the first time I went out there. I would have had the opportunity to go out to Reggae on the River probably about 3 or 4 years previous. I'd heard about it. My friends were saying, "Oh my God, you got to go," and I was kind of scared away by 3 days of camping, and you shouldn't be. So anyway, life is short, and as you go through your life, you get older, older, older. All you have is what you've made of the days that you have. So go out and make some memories. Go out and do some things that are going to be different and unique. And my friends and I get together. We'll start talking. And there's always, you go to any event like that, Reggae on the River, you're going to have all kinds of interesting memories. You're going to meet all kinds of interesting people. And if you go enough, you have like a whole series of friends that are like your reggae friends, and you see them up there. And I have people that I met at it was actually Sierra Nevada Music Festival, and then I see him later the next month at Reggae on the River, and I see this guy, once a year. He was a teacher with his wife, and they were real nice to help me set up camp and everything. And now I see him, and every year we run into each other out there, and it's like really nice to see people once in a while like that, and you're gonna make friends that you're gonna see. Maybe you're only going to see them once a year because people come from all over the place, but it's like a very special thing, and we all get together and we have a great time. So, that being said, life is just a series of little snapshots of memories. And so go out there and make some snapshots, because you know what? Otherwise, you're going to get to the end of your life and you're going to be like, what did I do? I went to work a lot. Okay, now I'm dead. Anyway, go out and make some memories. So, let's go back 2005. Reggae's always been very special for me. It always seems to come when I've got big problems in my life. So go back to 2005. I had made I bought a condo. I bought this condo that we're filming this in, and the people I bought from had they basically lied to me. And 2 weeks after I moved in, I found out I was going to have to pay an enormous amount of money more for an assessment for construction that was going on. So anyway, I'm in a pretty bad place, because you make this huge purchase, didn't go very well, and you're just in a bad spot, and then you're focused on all of that. Then my friend Dave, I talked to him, "Hey, you going up to Reggae?" Yeah, you should really go this year, Dan. You really need to go up there. And I did. And I'm so glad I did. It was a really rough Reggae because I wasn't prepared at all. It was the first year. I didn't bring the right kind of mixture of supplies, but I was with a group of people. So fortunately, I was able to use some of their stuff. We had a group shade structure, but my tent didn't have shade. So little things like that you're gonna learn, and you're gonna every year you're gonna get down to just where you have just the right thing you need to have a great weekend. But in 2005, it was just I was just running around everywhere. Everything was so amazing. There were so many interesting things going on, all these interesting people, and it was just a wild experience, believe me. I would say probably something along the lines of, how people must have felt at Woodstock or something. It was a very fun, it's amazing. So many people got together and everybody's being so friendly. I've gone all these years and I've never had, I think one year I had one incident where when I was going to set up camp and people were like, "Oh, this is our land over here," and they were just a weird group of people. That's over a decade of going, and pretty much I'll tell you, I go by myself because it's just a lot easier. Go there, get my own camp set up, and then I meet up with people rather than trying to caravan in a group, which is what a lot of people do. But anyway, it's a lot of fun, and so 2005, I go there, meet all kinds of interesting people, and what's amazing is for how much fun I was having there, all these great, fuzzy memories I have of all the good times that I've had. And just, you're really going to make a lifetime of memories. And you're going to make a lifetime of new friends. And I really encourage you to go out there and do it. If you've got problems in your life, go out there. So let me tell you about last reggae. I actually got fired from an over 20-year job the day before I'm supposed to leave for reggae. What kind of boss is that, huh? So anyway, this guy knows I love this festival and I go every year, and he chooses, he could have fired me the weekend before, could have fired me the weekend after, but he just decides to fire me the day just before I'm supposed to leave for reggae. And you can imagine, you've been working for somewhere for 20 years and then you get fired. You're not going to be in a good space. So I was all in a bad spot, and I'll tell you, he had the intention of ruining my weekend, right? That was clearly his intention. But what he didn't realize is what a magical place Reggae on the River is, and you can't ruin anybody at Reggae on the River. So it was like just beautiful. I'm like, I wake up and I'm all pissed off, and I'm thinking about my work, and I take a shower and I pack up my stuff, and the first thing about Reggae on the River is the drive. So you start out, I live in the Bay Area, and you have this beautiful 4-hour drive where you go from the city and you drive the way I go. There's this beautiful marshland you get to drive through. You go up through Petaluma on the 101, you go through wine country, and it's just more and more beautiful and more removed from civilization. And it's like you can feel that you're on a journey to somewhere special. So anyway, half the thing is like it's so far removed, and that's the beauty of it. It's a 4-hour drive, and it's like a transformation of here's your life and here's this very special place, and you go for a drive, and it's like a healing along just to even get there, and it's a beautiful drive. Anyway, I can't say enough about it. And so while I'm driving, I'm like, obviously you're gonna be furious, right? You just got fired, and all I can think about is that. And then so this is all kind of like spinning through my head, but it's like a really pretty drive. I'm listening to music, I got reggae going, and I gotta tell you, it was just absolutely beautiful. And then I get there, and I went ahead and I sprung for the ambassador pass, and it's not, I do ambassador pass because I have a very bad back. I herniated my, this guy. So I destroyed my back, and the reason I got fired is because I destroyed my back, and 2.5 years later I sign off on my medical, and he says, well, we don't have a position for you, Daniel. Even though I've been doing the work for 2.5 years, injured, and then he closed out the case and he fired me because I guess his insurance rates went up, or I'm not sure what it was, but he thought I was lying clearly, and so he fired me. So I get up there, and I pay for the ambassador pass because that lets me park closer, and I don't have as far to move my stuff from my car to my camping site, and my camping site is going to be a shorter walk. Like, it just makes reggae possible for somebody who's handicapped. And you look at me, and I have a kind of injury that's on the inside, and you can't really see it, and I don't want to go to my doctor and get a special handicap where I'm now taking up a space over an alter-abled camp, and there's people who are really handicapped there, like in wheelchairs, and they're still brave enough to go out to Reggae on the River for a weekend. So I don't want to take up an alter-abled camp. So anyway, I get there, get my reggae pass, and the second I get there, there's this guy, Sonny, and Sonny is like one of the city managers for Reggae on the River, because I'm camped in the ambassador area, which is like right near the med camp. And Sonny, hey, how you doing? What's going on? I tell him a little bit about what's going on with me. He's go, oh man, that's terrible. Come on over here, man. Let's sit down and talk. And I'll tell you, like, everybody there is like, I can't even describe it. I mean, I'm not going to say that everybody you're going to run into is going to be like the nicest person in the world, but like the majority of the people there are very positive, and they're there to have a good time. And I just can't tell you what a nice experience that was. And I can't imagine a better place to have gone to kind of heal up from that terrible experience at work. So anyway, he had the intention of ruining my whole weekend, but instead I went to the best place in the world that I could get to get over that problem. So, if you're having a rough time and you're like, oh, I don't know, just go. You're going to have a great time. Spend the money. It's a little bit of money, but it's 3 days of just some world-class reggae, and lots of cool people, Just all kinds of different people, ages. You're gonna see anywhere from teenagers all the way up to senior citizens. And I remember I was sitting next to a lady, and we're enjoying this reggae band from up in Washington. And I'm talking to her, and she's like, "God, I don't know, am I getting too old to come to this?" And she's probably in her 50s. And I'm like, "Well, I just turned 40, and I love coming here. And why not? As long as you can get here and put your camp together, the year you can't get here and put your camp together, that's when you're too old to be a reggae." Because I'll tell you, there was this one guy, and he had this American flag uniform on, and he's got just completely gray beard, almost looks like the cross between Santa Claus and gosh, I can't remember the name of that figure. Anyway, he's just got this very colorful uniform on, and he's been going to reggae his whole life. And you're just gonna see, anywhere from little kids up to senior citizens, all coming together to have a good time. And that's beautiful. So anyway, go out, go to Reggae on the River, make the commitment, go out and have a good time, start making a group of friends out there. I'll tell you, I go out there by myself every year, and then I meet up with my friends that I've met over the years while I'm on the stay in the bowl. But every year, you meet new people. Sometimes I might never meet them again, but you have a great time. Like I said, I've been going for over a decade. I've never had any problems with anybody. The worst case I ever got there was somebody was in a big group, and they were trying to set aside some land for their friends who were supposed to be showing up later in the weekend. And we still worked it out, and they gave me a little spot of land over on the side. And, it worked out, and everybody was cool. So, it's an awesome time. Go do it. Make the commitment. You're going to have a good time. They're going to have Don Carlos this year. That's going to be awesome. Iration's a lot of fun. It's really neat to see a band like Iration that has come up, because I remember seeing Iration at not the main stage, but like the side stage over at Sierra Nevada, and they just put on a heck of a show. And it's really nice to see that they've gone from the side stage to the main stage to headlining. So they're a lot of fun. Make sure you go check them out. Very positive lyrics, and I can't wait to see the rest of the lineup fill in. And you know what? I was so happy to see High Times took it over. I was thinking, I was reading the news, and they're like, "Oh, we're trying to find a sponsor." And I was thinking, maybe Sierra Nevada will pick them up also, or some beer company might pick them up. But it was High Times. And I was like, "High Times? Are you kidding me?" And it's just like, it reminded me of Beavis and Butthead, the movie, where they say, "This is quite possibly the coolest thing that has ever happened." So I can't wait to get out there. I can't wait to see what High Times does with the festival. And it's really nice of them to pick it up and help out Mateel. So anyway, everybody go out there. It is a very important time for Reggae on the River, and you all need to go out and lend your support. So anyway, hope to see all of you out there. Bye.